everyone, it's me, the old school warrior. I'm filling in for Kevin on 3 count this week. He sent me a fax and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you here. Dear old school warrior, I'm not able to do 3 count this week and was wondering if you would be willing to fill in and let us know who your favorite luchador wrestlers are. Well, of course I would always be willing to fill in and do a little old school talk right here on my 123 cents on youtube.com. And he asked for my favorite luchador wrestlers. It is Cinco de Mayo after all, and it's Mexican wrestling is in my blood. And besides myself, of course, I'm my own favorite luchador of all time, but I have a list of 3 here. And again, these are my favorites. These aren't necessarily the best, so if you get angry or upset, these are just my opinions. It's my 123 cents, just like the name of the blog and the website and the YouTube and the podcast and all that stuff. I don't get it all, but you know, it's what that implies. So number 3 for me would be Rey Mysterio Jr. Now I've watched Rey since he was a boy growing up in Mexico, and he was one of the all-time greats getting into the ring in the WCW. Now, when they unmasked him in WCW, I didn't like that at all, because the luchadors, we have a proud heritage of wrestling underneath the mask. It's part of our blood. It's part of our culture. So when they unmasked him, that was not cool, in my opinion. Now, when the WWE signed him and he came in and he won the heavyweight championship, I thought that was a great move for the luchador generation. All of the luchadors had someone to look up to, a hero, and a little guy like Rey Mysterio. He stood up against some of the biggest and some of the best of all time. So Rey Mysterio is in at number 3. Number 2, La Parka. I love La Parka. We still get together and hang out from time to time. And he is the chairman, or was the chairman of WCW, getting in there and hanging out with the Latino World Order and really showing those guys what was going on in the world of professional wrestling. He wasn't a high flyer by any means, but he was entertaining as hell. And I love my old friend La Parka, who is still kind of working the scene here in Mexico from time to time. So La Parka, nothing but love and respect for you, brother. And number 1, nothing but love and respect for the Guerrero family. Eddie Guerrero, though, is my all-time favorite Latino luchador wrestler hailing from Mexico. Eddie Guerrero had a great career. Remember, Kevin remembers talking and seeing him wrestle in ECW. Of course, I remember Eddie from way back before that, but his stint in ECW caught a lot of attention. And then, of course, going to WCW, when WCW was looking for those high flyers and those luchadors, and Eddie Guerrero could do it all. And then signing, of course, with WWE, beating Brock Lesnar, one of the best, for the WWE Heavyweight Championship, and going on and wrestling the likes of Rey Mysterio, my number 3 pick, and wrestling some guys like Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20. They had a classic match, one of my favorite matches of all time, featuring Eddie Guerrero. And of course, he held the Tag Team Championship, the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Eddie Guerrero did it all. May he rest in peace. And thanks everybody for tuning in to this week's edition of 3 Count. We'll see you next time.